up at Raymond James Stadium. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Carolina Panthers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Second and 10. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Mitchell. Eluding the pressure right. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. Well, this defense for the Bucs, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And as in any game, Takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. To throw his Carr. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Carr. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill in for a loss.
To throw. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Looking to throw. Mitchell. Flush to his right. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing in the colleges delivered to the NFL.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? And they get Tristan Wirfs, first-round pick in 2020. Back to throw. Mitchell. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. No score after 1 on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Mitchell. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Hassan Reddick in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man. What are you
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Mitchell. Looking downfield for Godwin. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And here's Joseph Charlton now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, 2nd quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, now Carr. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Second down and 8. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Able to avoid him at the 40. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That's on Pat Elflein, the guard. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Carr going to throw. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. From midfield, here's Carr. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you, coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a 6-yard pickup, but still a few chain links short, it appears, with 4th down coming up. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it. It worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter's telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal. So it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. And most people think of Derek Carr kind of as a guy who excels throwing the short pass, but he can dial it up when need be.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And you get a look at the final readout on air distance, according to Next Gen Stats. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Mitchell. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took... a little too far. It's 2nd down. Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So that challenge, a successful one. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
44's the mic. 44's mic. Check. Yo. Switch.
Now Jones. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points. Not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. Carr now on first down. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
The final shot here before half for Carr. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Second and 8 coming up. Throwing now is Carr. Out right. Looking. And this is caught right along the job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now Carr. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And that is no good. He hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Mitchell. This one swung out here to Jones.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 1st down, Jones. And some room to work. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. This is Jones. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got double up. Double up.
Looking to throw. Mitchell. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Mitchell. And that is incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And his kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Working with a 2nd and 3. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Here's Carr. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A quick throw complete to Chark. That catch good for only a couple. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Jones. And the whole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
From the 29, Carr. Short little throw to Ebron. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Carr now on 1st down. This is caught. It's Woods. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Carr. Looking for Woods again, and he finds him. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, It's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. This is McCaffrey. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And they've got a fourth down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Now Carr, gotta have this one. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. DJ Moore, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's Jones. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 63 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's a give to Jones running left. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
And just a yard to go here on second down. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. A potential field goal, if you're thinking about that, almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on third down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. Room here to run. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation.
Tristan Vizcaino for the extra point.
And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10. Here's Carr. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area,